Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys my Game Boy Advance collection. Where is it? There it is. It's literally right in front of me. Now, the Game Boy Advance is my favorite system of all time. Well, my favorite handheld of all time. GameCube's my favorite system of all time. But the Game Boy Advance, particularly the SP model, is just one of the best. Like, it was revolutionary for its time. I made a whole video, actually, talking about the Game Boy Advance and why I think it's an amazing console and, you know, all the great games that came out on it. So I'm not going to blabber on too much about that. But today I want to show off some of my game collection. Now keep in mind, this isn't every single game I have. I'm just showing you most of the notable ones. The only non-notable ones I'm going to show are the ones I have complete in box and stuff like that. So, you know, I think I have at least like 50 or so Game Boy Advance games, at least. But I wanted to show you the notable ones, the ones that are worth showing off. So, without any further ado, guys, let's get into the video.
ZakPak, he's always there for you. ZakPak, only on YouTube. ZakPak, what will he do next? ZakPak, let's find out, 'cause it's on with the show.
Alright, let's start off with the two lower end titles here. F-24 Stealth Fighter for the Game Boy Advance is actually in decent condition, minus the little crushing on the top here. It's just a game. I think actually I got gifted this. And actually the game card's still in the baggie. But yeah, I like this game. You know, I think I played it like once or twice. It's like a little air fighter game. I played it like once or twice. It's alright. It's pretty good. I liked it. It was, you know, it's a game. It's a game. Next up here, a game that I actually didn't even get to play. VeggieTales, Larry Boy, and the Bad Apple. No clue what this game is. I'm presuming it's some sort of platformer. Yeah, well, actually it looks like a mix of different genres, but I don't know. Game box is pretty crushed, but it's in the collection. So let's move on to the actual decent quality games here. So the first one down here at the bottom is Xevious, which might not sound any like interesting, but it's a NES. It's a black box NES series thing. It is complete. Like I think most of my Game Boy Advance games are complete. But yeah, I've never played Xevious. But I mean, it's obviously good enough to bring to the Switch. No, probably not. Game Boy Advance games on the Switch, we can only hope. But definitely, it was obviously a good game to bring to the Game Boy Advance. So yeah, it's it's Xevious. Next up here is Super Mario Advance. Now this one is basically Super Mario Bros. 2, except Game Boy version. It's actually a lot better. There's a lot of enhancements, a lot of quality of life improvements in the game. And it's fun. It's, you know, it was my growing up with Super Mario Bros. 2, and it's in excellent shape. Shout out to my friend Chris Minogue. He's the one that I actually usually get my box Game Boy games from, or my box Game Boy Advance games from. I'm probably going to get some more from him at Too Many Games, which I'll probably be attending. So, for those of you in the Philadelphia area, go to Too Many Games and I'll be there. But regardless, Super Mario Advance, it's a pretty fun game. It's Super Mario Bros. 2, but optimized for the GBA. It's pretty good. Next up here is Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, this is how I played Super Mario Bros. 3 growing up as well. And obviously, this is also complete. The game cartridge, I think, is actually in my Game Boy Advance because I was playing this. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3 it's a classic, obviously. And yeah, I really love the game. This is how I grew up playing the game. I remember, actually, you know, I have a lot of memories with this game. I actually did beat it when I was a kid, and I remember one of the hardest experiences beating the game. I was in World 8, and I was having trouble with a level. And of all places to be at when this was going on, I was at an Elton John, or not Elton John. Who was I at? No, it wasn't Elton John. It was Ringo Starr. I was at a Ringo Starr concert, and we were all outside, and it started to downpour. So everyone, and we were in the outside section of the stadium, so everyone had to run in and crowd into seats. And I remember getting a blanket tossed over me. I had my little Game Boy Advance playing Super Mario Bros. 3. I was on World 8, dying. And my stepbrother at the time was helping me out with the game. So lots of memories with this game. I absolutely love it. It's a great game. If you don't have it for your collection, I don't know how you don't. Next up here, Mario Power Tennis. Or no, sorry, Mario Tennis Power Tour. I always mix the two up. I don't know how, but because this is like another childhood game. This game, I can't sing its praises enough. I think its counterpart, which is up next, is slightly better, but it's a Mario Tennis game. But the funny thing is, I don't play this game for the Mario Tennis aspect. I play it for the single player mode. Because obviously it's a Game Boy Advance, so it's single player focused, but I just love the single player mode in this game. The RPG elements that were really, really good. I couldn't get enough of this game. This game is absolutely excellent. And that counterpart is Mario Golf Advanced Tour. This game, man, I mean, my Zak plays of the first part didn't do so well, unfortunately, views-wise. But it's still an amazing game. Again, I don't play this much for the Mario Golf aspect, but I play it for the single-player aspect, just because of the RPG mode in it. And I am not one for RPGs. I'm not a big fan of RPG games. But this, I mean, it's a very simplified, easy to grasp golfing RPG. This is what Golf Story basically was. This is basically the game that inspired Golf Story, and I really hope that whenever Nintendo brings Mario Golf back, they look back at this game and say, let's bring that kind of thing back. Because Mario Tennis Aces story mode did not work. So hopefully we get a new Mario Golf game akin to this one. Next up, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Shout out to my friend Hunter, who I got this one from. But this game is fantastic. This is like top tier Mario and Luigi RPG goodness. Now, I think most people prefer Bowser's Inside Story. I think that one's the most popular one. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this one will always be my favorite. There's so much. I mean, granted, all the Mario and Luigi games had charm. But to me, this one's unmatched. Just the uniqueness of the game, Bean Kingdom, and all the different characters you meet throughout the story. And it's just fun, especially the little Luigi's Mansion Easter egg in there. It's top tier. It's great. But yeah, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga must get if you know, and Game Boy Advance games are actually decently cheap right now. So if I were you, I would get, I mean, most of these games I've shown you should definitely get. But this one definitely, if you're a fan of RPGs and you like Mario and Luigi, gotta get it. Next up is Mario Kart Super Circuit. Now, I'm not a Mario Kart, guy. I mean, I like Mario Kart, like Double Dash and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, love them. But other than that, like, I'm not going out of my way to play Mario Kart 64 or Super Mario Kart. Like, I think Super Mario Kart I've never even played. Like, I've never even played the first Mario Kart. Played Mario Kart 64, of course, but I'm not going out of my way to, like, get it and play it and all that. If anything, I need Mario Parties 2 and 3 for the N64. But regardless, Mario Kart Super Circuit is an absolute gem. And when you consider the Game Boy Advance and its limitations and what it can and can't do, it's really, like, I don't love it, I don't hate it, but considering what the Game Boy Advance can do and its limitations in terms of hardware, I think this is a really good game. Actually, I think it very well mixes Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64. It feels like Mario Kart 64 when you're looking at Mario and how he drives, but it feels like Super Mario Kart when you look at the stages and how they're mapped out. So, if you like old school Mario Kart, get Mario Kart Super Circuit. It's a pretty good option for you. If you like Mario Kart and you want to play it on the go, and you don't have a DS, you have a Game Boy, pick this one up. Oh, were all those games too vanilla for you? You want a controversial game to come in here? Well, here we go. Mario Party Advance. Controversial and unpopular opinion. I like this game. Quite a bit, actually. I don't like it for, like, a Mario Party. Like with Mario Golf and Mario Tennis on the Game Boy Advance, I don't play this game because I want to play Mario Party. I liked this game's, like, what this game did. Like, this game isn't Mario Party to me, but I like it for what it is. And I didn't expect it to be like a regular Mario Party game. To expect a regular full-scale Mario Party game on a Game Boy Advance, not gonna happen. So what Mario Party Advance did, I actually really liked. I liked the direction they went. I liked the story mode. I liked how many characters they included and all the different personalities and all that. I even liked the mini games. Like, I did a top 100 bing Mario Party mini games video, and I think 2 or 3 games from Mario Party Advance made it on that list. It's a good game. Highly underrated. I really like this game. Hopefully more people give it a shot. I don't see what's so bad about it. I don't know. And my last boxed Game Boy Advance game is WarioWare Twisted. Now, funny enough, I don't know what happened to the cartridge, to be completely honest. cartridge isn't in here. So I don't know where it went. I know Mario 3 is in one of my Game Boy Advances, but I'm not sure about this one. I don't know. But nevertheless, WarioWare Twisted is a fun, cute little game. It's basically adding a gimmick to WarioWare that was on the Game Boy Advance. This one's gimmick is obviously, as you can see by the little graphic here, is twisting. How do I? Oh, there we go. Twisting the Game Boy Advance, and I think it worked really, really well, especially for a Game Boy Advance using gyro controls. It worked surprisingly well. Gotta give kudos to where kudos is due for WarioWare Twisted. So yeah, WarioWare Twisted, pretty good game. Just gotta find that cartridge, especially because I didn't realize that this game's actually kind of expensive. I didn't realize that this game's like a $30, $40 game. I didn't realize that before I looked it up online. I didn't realize that. So yeah, I gotta find that cartridge somewhere. Hey. Alright, so I don't know if this counts as a Game Boy Advance game, but I mean, it's made to function with the Game Boy Advance, so I'll show it off anyways, because I don't get many opportunities to talk about this item that I have in my collection. Mario Party E-Reader. I have the Mario Party E-Reader game, and I literally have everything. I have the board, all the cards, everything. I have everything. So, Mario Party E-Reader, I never got to play because I don't have the E-Reader adapter for the Game Boy Advance, but I got this. I mean, what does that say about me as a Mario Party fan? That I literally I can look at my collection and basically say I have every single Mario Party game. Oh, except for 2, 3, and Star Rush. So once I get those, I'll have every single Mario Party game ever. So yeah, I want to play it someday because I know they got mini games and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of want to see what it's like playing Mario Party as a board game, card game thing. I don't know. Okay, so that's it for all my boxed games. Let's go into the actual just carts that I have. Now, a lot of these I do want to complete. Like I said earlier, I have my friend Chris Minogue, who goes to Too Many Games, which is a retro gaming convention that I go to. And I'm going to try and get these all, like a lot of these more of these complete, because I do want to get a decent Game Boy Advance collection, because I do love the system very much. But anyways, the next game I have here is Yoshi's Island. I just dropped the rest of them. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 4. My face is kind of like taking the focus away. There we go. This game, it's Yoshi's Island. Basically, Yoshi's Island from the Super Nintendo. That's basically what this is. I don't know if there's any extra content like there was with Mario Bros. 3 or any enhancements like with Mario Advance. But nevertheless, Yoshi's Island, this is the way I played Yoshi's Island. Like, the Game Boy Advance is the way I played most of Nintendo's retro library, which is absolutely crazy. So, Yoshi's Island, I love this game. It's great. I love it. Next up, Banjo Kazooie Grunty's Revenge. Banjo Kazooie is like, come on, like I love Banjo Kazooie, and this game basically just takes the N64 games and makes make a Game Boy Advance game out of it. No clue how they did it, but they made it work. You collect notes, you collect jiggies. It's a Banjo Kazooie game just on the Game Boy Advance. And it's not the best out of the three, but given the limitations that the Game Boy Advance has, this is a solid addition to anyone's collection. If you like Banjo Kazooie, this is the forgotten game. This is the forgotten third game that most people just don't talk about because it came out on the Game Boy Advance, but it's pretty good. Like, as a true Banjo Kazooie fan, I recommend this game. And this is a game I definitely want to get complete in box because of the fact that I have the first two complete in box, so gotta get the third game. Next up is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. Now, I'm pretty certain this is the game that's getting remade for the Switch, right? For $60 frickin' dollars. So maybe I'll just play this one and do a Zach plays of it on the channel. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't played this at all. I don't know anything about it. Maybe I'll do a play of the demo or a Zach plays of the demo on the Switch. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Next up, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Now, I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game. Never before a day in my life. I kind of want to. I'm probably going to wait until the Story So Far collection comes out on the Xbox One, because I'm pretty sure that was confirmed. And hopefully it comes out on the Switch too, but we'll have to see on that. But yeah, like I said, I haven't played this. Just mostly because like I would have played it, but I kind of want to play the first two games before I play any of the spin-offs, right? Because wouldn't that just kind of make sense? Especially with how much of a story game Kingdom Hearts is, you kind of got to play things in order. So yeah, I'm going to wait on this game, but I heard it's decent, so I'll give it a shot one day. Next up, Mario Pinball Land. Now this is actually one of my childhood, like this actual cartridge is from my childhood. First of all, I don't know how I kept it in such good condition, but it's Mario but with pinball. Like, you know, they had Kirby pinball, I think they had Pokemon pinball, so of course they had to do it to Mario. It's okay. I think the graphics are actually decent from what I remember, but I mean, other than that, it's just pinball with Mario. I don't know what else to really say about it. It's okay. Next up, DK King of Swing. Now this is a very different Donkey Kong game compared to the Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong Land games. This one's more of a, like, you know those mini games in like certain games where like you grab a peg and then you have to swing and jump pegs and all that? That's basically what the gist of this game, and it's quite cute. And the art style is definitely cute. It's cutesy. It's not like Donkey Kong Country, which is, you know, definitely more high intensity in terms of like graphical power, at least for the time. This one's more of a cutesy, almost hand-drawn kind of art style, and I think it's cute. Next up, Golden Sun. Now, this is a RPG made by Camelot, who are the people behind Mario Golf and Mario Tennis. And I think it's a pretty good game. I haven't beaten it, but I've played it a little bit, and it just reminds me, so it has that kind of same charm as the Mario Golf and Mario Tennis RPGs do. You know, with the character design, and the music, and the soundtrack, and the text sound effects. Text sound effects sounds like a weird thing, but trust me, when you play these games, you kind of get used to the sound effects with the text. But regardless, great RPG. This is another one I really want to get complete in box. I swear I had a box and manual for this somewhere that I was given by someone, but can't find it, so we'll have to wait and see. Next up, Wario Land 4. It's Wario Land for the Game Boy Advance, like a puzzle platformy kind of game featuring Wario. It's a really weird kind of game, but it's fun. I like it. A lot of people seem to like the Wario Land games, especially in my community. I didn't realize how many people actually, you know, liked the Wario Land games, because I never really hear people talk about them much. Like, I always hear WarioWare, but never really Wario Land or Wario World. But yeah, it's a good game. Highly recommend. Another one I want to get the box for, because it's a cheaper game, so kind of want to get it complete. Next up, Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario World. Again, another one I want to get complete in box, but again, it's Super Mario World. Don't know what... Actually, I didn't actually grow up with this game. This game I didn't grow up with. But it's Super Mario World, so for those of you who like Super Mario World, who have played it all these years, and all that kind of stuff, it's gonna be for you. I don't know what else to say. And lastly here, we have Pokemon Ruby. I actually have not played this game, mostly because I know the battery in this isn't good. I got this in a trade years and years and years ago, and they told me that the battery doesn't work, so I've been waiting. I've been wanting to get the battery replaced so I can actually play it. Because if I have any nostalgia for any Pokemon games, it's really the GBA ones. I mean, Pokemon Gold, definitely, but which is a Game Boy Color game. But I've also, like, always watched people play, like, games like Pokemon Ruby or Sapphire or, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, that is my Game Boy Advance collection. Let me know down in the comments down below, guys. Do you guys play Game Boy Advance still, or have you guys moved on to bigger and better things like the Switch? Yeah, just make sure to leave all those comments down below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.